Every day, one of the 25 trucks with Golden Express Trucking in Langley bring BC blueberries, vegetables, and machine parts across the border to California and Arizona. The trucks come back with American-grown fruits and vegetables and electronics. But for owner Amit Kumar, the threat from U.S. President-elect Donald Trump to slap a 25% tariff on goods from Canada and Mexico could slow the flow of products that keeps his company going.
Not just me, a lot of our trucking companies are worried because this is going to directly impact how much freight we can take down. It'll also impact the amount of freight that we can bring back, because say we have to run trucks empty, it'll drive up the cost of all the produce, and other stuff that comes from the States.
Trump's shot across the bow has BC businesses bracing for the economic fallout. 54% of BC exports go to the United States.
And when you look at the exports that BC produces and sends to the United States, we're talking about wood products, we're talking about metals and minerals, we're talking about energy products, agriculture products, machinery.
The impact, Anderson says, could be job losses in those sectors. That was the reaction from BC Federation of Labour members when Premier David Eby mentioned the tariff.
This will be devastating to workers on both sides of the border.
Eby and his fellow premiers will meet with Prime Minister Justin Trudeau to figure out next steps.
We buy more American stuff than France and China and Japan and the United Kingdom combined. So we are negotiating, I believe, from a position of strength.
Trump has said the tariffs will take effect January 20th, his inauguration day, unless Canada and Mexico curb the flow of drugs and migrants across their borders.
Our ports are not being protected. Less than 1% of our containers are checked on our ports.
BC Conservative leader John Rustad called for emergency funding to boost security at BC's borders and ports to stop the flow of illegal drugs. One union boss who represents forestry workers across BC and Canada thinks Trump's tough talk on tariffs could just be bluster.
It doesn't make sense on either side of the border. But again, this is Trump's style, and sometimes he likes to, light the house on fire as a leverage to other bargaining.
Canada's newly negotiated free trade agreement that replaced NAFTA is up for renewal 2 years from now. Trump's tariff threat is sure to amp up the urgency on those talks. Katie Derosa, CBC News, Victoria.